Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that weighs heavily on many hearts: how to move on, let go, and leave the past where it belongs. Too often we carry our past like a heavy chain, allowing it to dictate our present and define our future. But today I want you to recognize one truth. You are not bound by yesterday. You are free to rewrite your story starting now. The past exists only in one place: your mind. It has no power beyond what you give it. If you constantly replay old wounds, regrets, or mistakes, you are keeping them alive. But just as you can choose which song to play in your head, you can choose which thoughts to entertain. Every time an old memory surfaces, ask yourself, does this serve me? If not, let it pass like a cloud in the sky. Forgiveness is not about excusing others, it's about unburdening yourself. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. Whether it's forgiving yourself or someone else, understand that forgiveness is a decision, not a feeling. It is the key that unlocks the door to your own freedom. Right now, in this very moment, you have everything you need to create a new beginning. The past is a script that has already been written, but the future is a blank page. When you stay present, you realize that nothing from yesterday can control you unless you allow it. Focus on what you can do today to build the life you desire. Your imagination is your greatest tool. Instead of dwelling on what was, start visualizing what will be. See yourself thriving, happy, and self. Feel the emotions of success, love, and joy before they physically arrive. When your mind believes in the new reality, your actions will align and transformation will follow. If you want to leave the past behind, step into the identity of someone who has already done it. Walk, talk, and think like the person you aspire to be. Every small decision you make today shapes your new reality. The more you act as your future self, the faster you become that person. Moving on is not about forcing yourself to forget, it's about choosing to move forward, despite remembering. Healing isn't always instant, it's a process. But every step you take away from the past is a step toward a brighter future. So today, make a decision. Decide that your past will no longer define you. Decide that you are worthy of peace, love, and new beginnings. And most importantly, decide to step boldly into the life that is waiting for you. The past is over. The future is yours. Now go claim IT. The past exists only in your mind, yet many allow it to shape their present reality. It has no physical presence, no tangible form. It lingers only because you allow it. The moment you stop feeding it attention, its grip on you weakens. Release the need to relive what has already happened. Your power lies in what you do next, not in what has already been done. Mistakes do not define you, they are merely stepping stones to wisdom. Every error holds a lesson, every failure carries the seed of growth. You are not the person you were yesterday, and tomorrow offers a new canvas. Embrace your evolution, and do not let past missteps anchor you in regret. Growth begins when you acknowledge your past, but refuse to be trapped by it. Reading the same chapter over and over prevents you from discovering the rest of your story. No matter how familiar that chapter feels, it cannot change or evolve. The rest of your book is waiting, full of possibilities and new experiences. You must turn the page, even if it feels uncertain at first. Trust that the story ahead is far greater than anything left behind. The power to change your life begins with a single decision: to let go. Until you make that choice, the past will continue to dictate your future. No amount of regret, analysis, or longing can alter what has already occurred. But in this very moment, you hold the power to shift your direction. Change happens when you stop looking back and start stepping forward. Letting go is not something that happens to you. It is something you actively choose. It is not about erasing memories, but about refusing to let them control your emotions. You can honor the past without being shackled to it. Releasing it is an act of self-love, not abandonment. Your future is too valuable to be weighed down by what no longer serves you. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened, but about liberating yourself. Carrying resentment is like keeping a wound open, preventing it from ever healing. You do not forgive for the sake of others, you forgive for your own peace. The burden of anger and pain only weakens your spirit. When you forgive, you make space for joy, clarity, and a new beginning. Bitterness is a prison you build for yourself, while forgiveness is the key to your freedom. When you hold on to resentment, you chain yourself to the very thing that hurt you. True release happens when you stop waiting for an apology that may never come. Choose to reclaim your energy by letting go of the need for justice or revenge. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is the ultimate act of strength. Guilt serves its purpose only when it teaches, but beyond that, it becomes destructive. If you knew then what you know now, you would have done things differently. Holding on to guilt does not change the past. It only poisons the present. Growth is about learning from mistakes, not punishing yourself for them. Release the burden, knowing you are always evolving. Healing begins when you stop fighting the past and start accepting it. No amount of resistance can rewrite history, but peace comes from surrendering the struggle. Acceptance does not mean approval, it means choosing to move forward. The past has already played its role. Now it is time to step into what comes next. Your peace is worth more than clinging to what cannot be undone. The present moment is the only place where real change happens. Every second spent dwelling on the past is a second lost from shaping the future. Instead of looking back, anchor yourself in the now, where endless possibilities exist. When you fully embrace the present, the past naturally loses its grip. The most powerful thing you can do is focus on what is within your control today. Replaying old wounds only strengthens their hold on your mind. Every time you relive a painful memory, you give it new life in the present. Instead, train yourself to redirect your thoughts toward healing and progress. Recognize that your attention fuels what grows in your life. Choose to feed your future, not your pain. Energy is best spent building, not lamenting. You cannot create a new reality if your focus remains stuck in what was. The more you pour into the present, the less the past matters. Every moment offers a choice. Nurture your dreams or relive your struggles. Invest in the life you want, not in memories that no longer serve you. Life is a continuous series of moments, and each one is an opportunity to start anew. The past does not control your next step unless you allow it to. Every fresh sunrise is a reminder that yesterday does not have to define today. The more you embrace the present, the lighter your heart becomes. Peace is found in moving forward, not in looking back. Nothing from your past has power unless you decide to give it meaning. Old wounds only hold weight if you keep carrying them forward. The moment you see them as lessons rather than limitations, you free yourself. You are stronger than the pain you have endured. Your true power lies in your ability to rise above what once held you down. To move forward, you must believe in a future greater than your past. The vision of what lies ahead should excite you more than the memories behind you. If you focus on the road ahead, the rearview mirror becomes irrelevant. Do not let what happened before blind you to what is possible now. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. Step toward it with confidence. Your imagination is a force that can either imprison you in the past or launch you into the future. If you constantly replay negative experiences, you reinforce their presence in your life. Instead, use your mind to create a vision of success, love, and joy. The more vividly you see your new reality, the faster it will manifest. Your thoughts shape your world. Choose them wisely. Act as if you are already the person you aspire to be. Walk with the confidence of someone who has let go of past burdens. Speak as if you have already embraced the life you deserve. The more you embody your future self, the more naturally it becomes your reality. Transformation happens when you step into the version of yourself that you are destined to become. Growth is impossible without change, and change requires releasing the old. If you cling to what is familiar, you close yourself off from new possibilities. The unknown may seem scary, but it is where transformation happens. Letting go is not loss, it is making space for something greater. Your willingness to step forward determines the life you create. Moving on does not mean forgetting, it means choosing something better. You are allowed to outgrow people, places, and mindsets that no longer serve you. What once felt comfortable may now be a barrier to your next level. Do not fear leaving behind what has expired. Embrace what is waiting. The best version of you exists beyond what you are ready to release. Some people and situations enter your life for a season, not a lifetime. Holding on to what has already run its course only delays your progress. Release with gratitude, knowing that every experience has served its purpose. Clinging to the past does not bring it back, it only keeps you stuck. True freedom comes when you embrace what is meant to stay and let go of what is not. Closure is something you create for yourself, not something you receive from others. Waiting for explanations or apologies only keeps you tethered to the past. Peace comes from accepting that some answers may never arrive. The most powerful thing you can do is give yourself permission to move forward. You do not need anyone's permission to heal and start anew. Old wounds need time and space to heal, not constant reopening. Reliving pain only strengthens its hold, making it harder to break free. When you revisit the past too often, you make it your present reality. Healing happens when you decide to stop giving energy to what no longer serves you. Close the chapter with love and turn the page to new beginnings. Not everything that happens to you requires an explanation. Some experiences will never make sense, and seeking answers only prolongs your suffering. Let go of the need to justify what happened and focus on what comes next. The past does not need to be fully understood to be left behind. Sometimes peace is found in surrendering the need for understanding. Guilt and shame are heavy weights that prevent you from rising. No one moves forward while dragging the baggage of past mistakes. Accept that you did the best you could with what you knew then. Carrying regret does not change the past. It only steals the joy of today. Choose self-compassion over self-punishment and allow yourself to grow. Your body stores emotions just as much as your mind does. Physical movement can help release the energy of the past. Whether it's a walk, exercise, or deep breathing, movement creates space for renewal. When you shift your body, you shift your energy. Healing is not just mental, it is also physical, and you must nurture both. Routine holds power, but if it is built around the past, it keeps you stuck. Sometimes the simplest way to move forward is to change small daily habits. New places, new experiences, and new people help break old thought patterns. When you do something different, your mind begins to detach from what was. Progress comes when you create space for newness in your life. What you consume shapes your mindset, including the people you surround yourself with. If your environment constantly reminds you of past pain, it is time to make a shift. Surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and those who uplift your spirit. Energy is contagious, so choose wisely who and what you engage with. A new life requires new influences. Seek out those who align with your future. Words hold immense power, and the ones you speak shape your reality. If you constantly affirm your struggles, you give them more power. Shift your language to reflect where you are going, not where you have been. Speak words of growth, healing, and success until they become your truth. What you say to yourself matters more than what has happened to you. Your thoughts shape the world you live in, whether consciously or unconscious. If you feed your mind stories of pain, you will continue to experience it. Reprogram your thoughts to focus on lessons, growth, and future possibilities. The mind is a powerful tool directed toward what empowers you. A new mindset creates a new life, one thought at a time. Every experience holds a lesson, even the painful ones. When you see challenges as teachers rather than punishments, you reclaim your power. Ask yourself what you can learn instead of why it happened. Wisdom is born from reflection, not regret. Honor the past for its lessons, then move forward with gratitude. People who keep you tied to old versions of yourself are not meant for your future. If someone constantly reminds you of your past mistakes, they are not helping you grow. Surround yourself with those who see your potential, not just your history. True relationships encourage evolution, not stagnation. Choose connections that uplift your future, not those that anchor you to the past. Victimhood is a mindset that keeps you stuck in the same cycle. The moment you decide to take responsibility for your future, you take back your power. No matter what has happened, you have the ability to choose a different path. Strength is built in the decision to rise, not in the dwelling of what hurt you. You are not what happened to you, you are what you choose to become. Every sunrise offers a new beginning, a chance to rewrite your story. The past is not a prison sentence unless you choose to stay confined by it. Treat each day as an opportunity to step into the life you deserve. What you do today matters far more than what you did yesterday. The present moment is a gift. Use it to build the future you want. Pain is real, but so is your ability to heal. Time alone does not heal wounds. Intention and action do. The choice to let go is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. The past will always try to call you back, but you do not have to answer. Healing happens when you choose to move forward, no matter how small the step. The best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of letting go. You cannot become who you are meant to be while clinging to who you were. Release the past with faith that something greater is ahead. The unknown may feel uncertain, but it holds infinite possibilities. Stepping forward is not about having all the answers, it is about trusting the journey. You cannot build a future with hands full of the past. Holding on leaves no room for new experiences, relationships, or opportunities. Make space by releasing what no longer serves you. The universe fills empty hands with abundance when you are ready to receive it. Open yourself to new beginnings by letting go of old attachments. Self-love is the foundation of moving forward. When you value yourself, you refuse to stay stuck in pain. Choose to prioritize your well-being over past wounds. The more you love yourself, the easier it becomes to walk away from what no longer aligns with you. Growth is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Embrace it with open arms. There is no perfect way to move on, only the decision to do so. Waiting for the right moment keeps you in limbo. The time to let go is not in the future, it is now. Progress is messy, but every step forward is a victory. Do not seek perfection, seek movement, no matter how small.